Hey guys, the Commander Casual here, playing my Rosheen Meanderer Valakut deck. We got super lucky on our first land. We had Valakut in our opening hand, which is just awesome. And also had a Chromatic Lantern, so we do have access to green when we play it. We can Blighted Woodland to ramp as well and get more mountains. This is a very good start. I hope it will be. So the point of the deck, if you haven't seen my deck from my other videos, is it's got a heavy sub theme of getting Valakut out and then using like Animist's Awakening or Boundless Realms to drop a ton of mountains and do a ton of damage with Valakut, or just to use a bunch of mana doublers and copiers and stuff to use big red X spells and eventually burn people out of the game. So we're playing against Meren of Clan Neltoth. It's a super popular, very strong graveyard commander. So I'm sure that's the deck they're running. They have a temple and a homeward path and an altar of dementia. Interesting. Intet the Dreamer, which is usually like a Tamir value deck. Sometimes it's kind of Voltron-y. They have a Lightning Greaves, which is a little scary, because that means Intet will be smashing someone's face in when he gets up to 6 mana. And then we're playing against Padeem, Console of Innovation. This guy was just in a game that I was in. He and I and some other guy all got crushed by a Perforos deck that just did Perforos things. And we are all running slower decks and just didn't get there in time. But this guy seemed a little sour at me in that game because I blew up his Cloudstone key really early in the game. So we'll see if that comes back to bite me in this game as well. Yeah. So we're just going to play our Chromatic Lantern. We'll pass. Just about all the lands in this deck are mountains. So whether we have all the forest mountains in this deck as well. But there's a lot less green and a lot more red as well. But the idea of that is just to keep as many mountains as possible to try and trigger Valakut as many times as possible. So we could play Blighted Woodland next turn and just go get a couple more mountains. I like that. Right? Yeah, we can do that. And then we're just that much closer to having Valakut online, because we can use that for removal or burn if we need to. And then eventually we can get a ramp up to our Animist's Awakening, which is the dream. So we can also Rosheen Meanderer before that so that we can contribute more to our X spells. Rosheen Meanderer is more of a utility commander for this deck. It's not really kind of a necessary. It just gives us access to red and green and can be played with just red or green, which is really nice because we're very red heavy. So if we don't have a green source, we can still cast our commander and still get benefit from it, because we've got a ton of big red burn spells. This is the only red-green burn spell we have, which is Clan Defiance. But we've got like Red Sun Zenith and Fall of the Titans and Comet Storm, Bonfire of the Damned, the classic ones. We also have a Crater's Claws because it has Ferocious, and Rosheen Meanderer conveniently has 4 power. This guy is a metal worker, so he's off to a pretty devastating start. Depending on his hand, he could have like a Darksteel Forge this turn, because he also had an Ancient Tomb. That would be ridiculous. This Metal Worker is just an absolutely ridiculous card. It would be completely out of price range if it hadn't been reprinted on MTG. The flavor text is funny though. This raid I fully expect to be replaced by a Clockwork Golem by year's end. What did you reveal? Filigree Familiar, Scrap Trawler, Mycosynth Lattice. Oh, I would love him to play Mycosynth Lattice and for us to draw Vandal Blast. That'd be amazing. That's the dream. We have Vandal Blast in this deck, so if we draw that, we're slamming that as soon as we can. Cards that aren't on the battlefield, spells and permanents are colorless. Players may spam as though they were mana of any color. Oh, interesting. So our green mana doesn't matter. And everything's artifacts now. Oh, that combos really well with Metalworker, because now everything he reveals. Except for lands. Wait. Spells and permanents are colorless. Oh, it's okay. They're all colorless. It's just only things on the battlefield are artifacts. So I was like, he could reveal his whole hand and get Metalworker off of it, but they're not artifacts in his hand. Only artifacts on the battlefield. He's gonna fabricate and go find something. Does he assume he can go get anything with fabricate? Because that's not how that works. He can only get the artifacts with it. I mean, in combo with Mycos and Platis. You got a Soul Ring. Okay. He's gonna play it now. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty gross. His deck definitely seemed more budget last game. So that's kind of gross. Oh, nice. We can... Oh, we could Ancient Grudge the crap out of him right now. That's super funny. I don't want him to get Padeem out yet. We're gonna Ancient Grudge. We'll do it to something else, and then we will also bring it back and do Mycos and Platis. Yeah, we'll get the Worker. Mycos and Platis is just way too much of a combo piece to let him keep that on board. Tap those and pass. He's still like pretty ahead. I don't feel bad about that. It's just that those are way too scary. He's definitely gonna come targeting for us now though, because he was like already pissed at me last game for blowing up his Cloudstone key and just his Cloudstone key. And now that I blew up his two combo pieces, I also blew up his Cloudstone key with Ancient Grudge last game, so he's gonna be super pissed about that, which I admit is kind of funny, but will probably come back to bite us later. Even though if we draw a Vandal Blast now that Mycos and Platis is gone, I'm gonna be so sad. Because that would have just made my day to Vandal Blast all of our opponent's permanents. Because even if he has Padeem out, it's an each effect when you overload it, so it doesn't target anything, so the hexproof doesn't matter. Fairy Artisans, that card's absolutely gross. He's gonna attack me. Or no one. Could he attack? Oh, he attacked the Meren player. Which is probably a good idea, because the Meren deck is probably the scariest deck on the board right now. So I'm wondering if we Animus Awakening before we Blighted Woodland, just to try and keep the land count of our deck high, especially the mountain count. I don't know. If we Blighted Woodland earlier though, we've already got Valakut online, and we get more mana to actually Animus Awakening. Ugh, decisions. It's also like as soon as Valakut gets online, it's more likely to be destroyed, and we are playing against two green decks and a red deck. That's a good card. Yeah, so we're just gonna play Cage Sun here. Make sure, or hope. I was gonna say make sure. Hope that doesn't get destroyed. Before next turn cycle, because I think next turn cycle, if it comes around, we just slam the Animus Awakening, and Valakut a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, we can't blow up the Artisans, but we can do a bunch of damage. Can you just let this resolve? Can you F8, dude? Question mark? He's just like unless he has like a Pact of Negation, which would be super weird. Which, I guess maybe he does, and he's just mulling that over in his head. And he's like, do I want to blow a Pact of Negation on a Kate's son? But I really doubt that's the case, in which case I think he just hasn't F8'd and is just not paying attention. This is a little annoying, but we can wait. I'm still waffling whether I want to Blighted Woodland first and Animus Awakening. I think next turn we could Blighted Woodland and Rosheen Meanderer, right? So we'd have 1, 2, no, it'd be 1, 2, because this is just whatever the color is, right? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we'd use 4 of that. Yeah, we could do both. Because we tap this for green to activate the Blighted Woodland. And then we could play in Rosheen Meanderer for the other one. And then the turn after that we could drop a huge Animus Awakening and try and go off with the Valakut. The issue though is just like the longer we take time to build up, the scarier we're going to get to our opponents. Here we go, we finally let it resolve. I'm glad we waited. Oh, some guy lost. Oh, he lost connection and then he joined again. Okay, that was why we were waiting, I guess. Sorry, my power's been going out a lot tonight. It just flashed. No prob. Shit happens. I got a Cabal Coffers, which is currently not doing him any good, but I'm sure he has ways to find what I'm assuming is an Urborg in his deck. He's got a fair bit of mana, but he hasn't really built up a lot yet. Barter in Blood. Super happy to use that now, not after we played Rosheen Meanderer. It gets rid of this Fairy Artisan too, and Fairy Artisans is actually a really good card. I went and smoked a cig, so I was glad. You were glad about what? And the power cut out? What? Oh, you mean when this guy disconnected for a sec. Cigarettes are bad for you kids, and you know, adults watching, because I don't actually think there's any kids watching, but don't smoke's bad for you. Grabbing a Steam Vents with his Misty Rainforest. Tapped. And then he's gonna maybe play a thing. He's gonna Mystical Tutor. It's too bad he didn't do those in the wrong order. He Mystical Tutored first and then went and searched. Then he would have just screwed up the order of his Mystical Tutor. I feel like he's probably gonna grab a Rab spell. Unless he wants like some removal for this. If he grabs removal for something like that, we're just gonna Animus Awakening next turn. What did you get? Urban Evolution, yes, he wants to draw cards and ramp. Good call. Can agree with that. Can respect that. Okay, artifact deck. Let's see what you got. Vidalcan Archmage, cast an artifact spell, you draw a card. That's a pretty good card. I have zero regrets about blowing up that guy's Megasynthotis and Metalworker. Unless, of course, we draw a Vandal Blast next turn. Then I'm gonna cry. And just cry. Cry some more. Continue to cry. Be really sad in general, because that would have been too funny to cast. Scrap Trawler, which is a pretty good card, but I don't think you can actually, it's converted mana cost less than, right? Yeah, so you can't actually get anything back from his graveyard yet, unless a artifact with a CMC higher than Scrap Trawler does, but Terramorphic Expanse, we're just gonna not play that because we want a Blighted Woodland. Green. Red. Read. Red. Do the thing. Go get some more mountains. I think we get 2 Valakut triggers here, and we'll probably blow these up. Because I think they enter simultaneously. There we go. 1. And 2. Always yield, and can I always yes them? Maybe if I turn off my auto yields. I have to always yes and then always yield. Always yes. Always yield. Yes. And then hopefully this one just resolves. There we go. We got it. We figured it out. So we can at least get a Valakut trigger next turn. Because we can Terramorphic Expanse, grab another mountain. And then Animus Awakening for as much as we can. And then just wreck face. I'm gonna pass. Oh, I'm so excited we're gonna get there. That's what this deck does. Unless this guy ruins my life with whatever he Vampiric Tutors for. This has been a very slow start for this Meren deck, and I'm very okay with it. He's probably getting an Urborg with that, so they can Cabal Coffers with it, which will catapult him very far ahead, I guess. I was gonna say, why is that asking me? But it was my turn, wasn't it? And now we're F8'd, so we should just yield. Yeah, he went and got an Urborg. Unless he just got super lucky and drew it. I guess he technically did draw it. But he went and got it with a Vampiric Tutor, so never mind, he didn't draw anything else, I doubt. Yeah, he's going to play Meren. He's probably going to cast something else as well. Because he's got 6 mana up. In both of his colors. 7 mana, sorry. And then on the Altar of Dimension, he's probably going to just... He'll use that as like a board wipe recovery more than anything. Or if he needs to recur stuff from his graveyard, like Eternal Witness. Oh no, so this Meren player just jumped up. Yeah, because he's going to get this back. Just going to yield. I don't know why this is giving us option to do anything. Maybe because it thinks we can tap Rosheen Meanderer, but we can't. And our only instant in our hand we can't play because tapped out. I don't know. We'll see. I was going to say, oh no, the Urborg's going to make tapping lands annoying, but our Chromatic Lantern already makes tapping lands annoying because it gives us the extra 5 options. Because we can tap our mountains for red or white, blue, black, red, or green. And yeah, the red, it shows red twice in two different spots for whatever reason, because MTGO is awesome. Yeah, so he tutored. Is he going to play another thing? Yeah, he's just going to sack the Eternal Witness and then probably bring it back to his hand next turn. Or at the end of the end step. So he's got an experience counter. End step. Targeting. Eternal Witness, yeah. That's a gross combo. He's just going to keep doing that. He didn't leave any black mana up, though, which was... Oh, it's a swamp. Never mind. Oh, well, I guess... No, he got the... He doesn't have the Vampiric Tutor in his hand right now. What am I thinking? This guy's going to Urban Evolution, draw cards and ramp. We knew he was going to do that. Because he revealed it. Did he not? Okay, I was going to say, if he didn't draw land, I'd feel bad for him. Not that bad, but... 1, 2. This taps for... Oh, and he got... Yeah, okay, so he did get to play 2. Probably gonna bounce the snow-covered island. It's a cool art. Kind of creepy, but cool at the same time. I'm gonna yield until the end of the turn. Yeah, so he's on Intet next turn with Lightning Greaves, which is a little spooky. Because we won't get to Valakut it in time or anything like that. Unfortunately, we don't get the spell Mastery on Animist's Awakening next turn either. But you never know, maybe Meren will take care of it. If anybody else rises to become a major threat, they'll have to. Although we're going to have a ridiculous amount of mana after Animist's Awakening as well. Provided this blue player doesn't screw with my crap, which is probably pretty likely. It's cool, he can use Ancient Tomb without burning himself now because of Urborg. Because he can tap it for a black and not take any damage. I feel like he's probably just going to play Padeem or something. Thopter Spy Network. That's a cool card. So he gets a Thopter on his upkeeps, and then whenever an artifact creature controls deals damage, he gets to draw a card. I do actually really like that card, even in like non-artifact decks. Probably not my first choice, but it's cool. Is he doing it? Is he taking more damage from Ancient Tomb? I think he just did. Yep. Filigree Familiar. Oh, he gains the life back anyway. Then when it dies, he draws a card. What's the wastes for in there? That's what I'm wondering. Like, is he running some weird Eldrazi or something? Trying to benefit off the colorless? I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised. There's some colorless synergies that go well with artifacts. Not a lot of them that aren't like horrendously expensive, but because the old stuff too, like all this dust, you don't need the wastes for, because you don't need colorless for it. You can cast it with anything. And he's probably going to put a storage counter on this majoring network now. Yeah. Start storing up. I like that card. Majoring network's cool. Kind of niche in most decks. Doesn't probably do a lot most of the time. I'm sure every once in a while it's nice. The storage lands are all really good. Okay, you just pass the rest of your turn and let us go. Because I believe we're home free now. Yes, we are. Oh, we released the gremlins. Awesome. We're not going to crack this yet, because I don't want a thinner deck of lands anymore than we have to. And green. And all those tab for red. Oh, nice. We can just tap that for red anyway. We're just balling out. Where do the rest of these cards go? Nerd. Bottom of our library anywhere. Awesome. Okay, so we're X20ing here on Animist's Awakening. So hopefully we just get a billion mountains and Valakut somebody to Kingdom Come. No! He did have a Pact of Negation. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. The like thing this deck is built to do just gets completely countered and doesn't work at all. My heart. It's destroyed. I literally built this deck to do that. Made a joke about there being a pact of negation. And then it happened. I jinxed myself. It's my fault. Who did it? It was this guy. He did have a pact. I was right. I hate myself now. Even though I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Potential. How does it taste? Yes. How do my tears and suffering taste? You monster. I hope somebody is laughing behind their computer screen right now. I hope you can enjoy this, even if I can't. Utterly ruined. It was X20. Tears of salt you just licked right out of his face. I don't even wanna play anymore. I'm so disheartened. I'll stick it out, but I'll be sad. Surprised you did not scoop right there, but had that landed, we wouldn't be playing anymore. Only one of you wouldn't be, and it probably would have been the Meren player. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. I wasn't going to concede there for anybody who thought I was. I don't like conceding early. The game's not over. I'm just sad. We still got a regrowth. Maybe we can get a regrowth and we can try again. I didn't even type that right. I meant it probably would have been the Meren player. I was going to just torch this guy's board and his face because Meren's scary and I don't like it. And then we would have clan defiant somebody for a crap ton next turn, or release the gremlins all over people's artifacts. So sad. And now Meren wins because he has a ridiculous amount of mana and it's just going to keep getting to recur Vampiric Tutor. Because he keeps getting to recur Eternal Witness. Just, I hope someone's enjoying my complete and utter sadness. I don't scoop. You have to kill me. Don't. Oh, he's just correcting himself. I thought he meant don't kill me. He likes the scoop instead of just scoop. Although I think it should be probably like this. Scoop. Instead of that, because that looks like scoop to me. I don't know. Yeah, now you have to cast Pact of Negation or you lose. Jerk. Or pay for cast Pact of Negation. Right in the nuts. Save the Meren player and get kicked. He did, he just got attacked by Meren and I was just talking about how I was gonna torch Meren. You did this to yourself. Jerk. I love how jerk gets censored in this. Yeah, it's that soft. Jerk gets censored. At least we can clan defiance the hell out of someone next turn. That's gonna be my retribution, or I'm just gonna release the gremlins for a ton. We only have like 4 targets though. How much that would cost? That'd cost 9. We'd still have like leftover. Yeah, we're gonna yield to that. We're just gonna yield this turn. Just gonna fill the silence with my noises of sadness. Because the exact thing I built this deck to do was about to happen. And then just got completely ruined. by some jerk playing a Pact of Negation. Who plays that card in Commander? The worst. The worst. I expect it from you, Fleur. I guess not so much from the others. Don't worry, Potent. I'm your friend. I feel loved. That hero effort you made with the pact means that if it comes down to me and you, I let you win. It's not gonna come down to either of you. Meren's gonna wreck us now. Complete and utter sadness. Unless we draw Regrowth. Then I'll get over it very quickly, because we'll just get to Animus Awakening anyway. But I get wrecked every game. Fair enough, he just owns it. Oh, that's gross. I'm super happy I destroyed his Vidoc and Archmage if he has a Paradox Engine, because that could, like, theoretically just combo out and he can play out his whole deck. Intet just sits there and laughs at me. This is the Intet players joking about that. Really? Attack me with your Filigree Familiar. I'm gonna blow up all your shit. All of it. All of it. How many targets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll cost 15 mana. We have 1, 2 times 6 is 12, so 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so we have enough to do that. We probably won't blow up the Thopter. Oh no, we can't now, because it has... Turd. Maybe just Clan Defiance for a whole lot. Be angry. Let's see what we draw. Which is a mountain. Okay. He does not have hexproof. So you can blow him up. With Valakut first. Because we'll also play this mountain. Always yield and always yes. Of course we want to use Valakut's ability. That. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be 5 and 5, so 10, 11. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So yeah, let's just do them all, because we can, right? Oh, I can't tap all of them. That's annoying. Say goodbye to your artifacts, jerks. Gremlins everywhere. It's the wrong spelling of where. There we go. So he just something probably fucks about Meren does something to stop him, zaps my commander. I needed more targets for gremlins. Also, I am mad at Why are you yelling? I'm upset. This is as whiny as I'm being. This is still a really fun game. Oh, we're gonna... No, we'll do it in lowercase. Potentia dies first for ruining my dreams. That's what you get, jerkface. Because we can Clan Defiance and Wild Ricochet the Clan Defiance to just do a ridiculous amount of damage and blow up 2 creatures. Or possibly 4 creatures if they play, if 2 flyers get played. Actually, this guy might play Intet and he won't have Lightning Greaves, so we can blow up Intet and something. Because this does X damage to creature with flying, without flying, and player. So. Do we try to Wild Ricochet properly and see if the priority yield actually works? Yield. I F8'd, so I don't know why this isn't letting me F8, but yeah, you get a worm. I think I'm gonna rift all his tokens to watch him cry more. He would break me with a rift right now. I'm talking about Cyclonic Rift for those that don't get it. And if you don't know what Cyclonic Rift is, I guess you still don't get it. Which is fine, I guess. This guy has like infinity mana and did nothing with it. If you sack contamination, unless you sack a creature, land is tapped for a mana, it produces black. Ugh, that's gross. We can't Clan Defiance for nearly as much now. That's evil. Oh, we can't Clan Defiance for anything now. Right? Who runs that card? You're the absolute worst. Seriously though, I am kind of pissed about that guy running that card. Especially with Meren, because it's basically like, if you guys aren't running black, you lose. I mean, I guess this guy's probably okay because he runs lots of artifacts, but... I don't know, I guess we just attack the fuck out of him. No! 2 times black from my tomb. Well, whatever. At least this gets rid of that card. My gremlins. You maniac. You blew them all up. The tears. You were just really mad about the enchantment. I don't know how I feel. I hate that enchant, but I loved my gremlins. So sad, and also happy that that card is gone. Although he can recur Eternal Witness and get Contamination back later, but he'll have to wait. Ah, yes, Lone Digger. Lone Digger is a song by Caravan Palace, and I really like it. Check it out. I guess. I don't know. I have no reason to plug songs. The only damage this guy has taken has been from himself. At least we still have our Cage Sun, because it's colorless. Still Clan Defiance the hell out of this guy. And blow up Padeem again. I can just get 2 mountains. I kind of like that too. Green. Red. Thumbs reach. Yeah, let's just get 2 mountains, play 2 mountains, play out Rosheen again. And then just wait. I guess we could have loved Ricochet the Thumbs reach. No, I want to save it for Clan Defiance. Shall I kill Padeem again? I probably should have grabbed a forest just in case our Chromatic Lantern goes bye-bye for whatever reason. Of course, because you're a moron. Want to, but Potentia must learn the ramifications of his actions. Calling names is yes. Always yes. You must burn. I'll leave Wild Ricochet up just in case we want to do something goofy with it. Because if somebody else plays something, we can change its targets and copy it as well. Did I spell? Is he laughing at me because I spelled ramifications wrong? Or he's just laughing about the ramifications? Who knows? This guy's paying a ton of mana. Is that what Meren costs to play now? That's brutal. Crop rotation. What's he gonna get? He's already got his good lands. He's got a Homeward Path, Cabal Coffers, and Urborg. So I guess he could get like a Maze of Ith or something. Maybe a Wasteland. Bajuka Bog. Okay, that'll do stuff. His graveyard is he exiling? The artifact player. That's a good idea. I would have been really sad if he got like a Wasteland or something and blew up my Valakut. Much sadness. Although we've gotten some pretty good value out of it so far. This deck's still doing what it's supposed to do. It just didn't get to do what it was built to do. What it was made to do. Its mission. Its grand purpose. And that makes me sad. I am a sad panda. He's getting his liege back. That's such a cool artwork for a card. Oh, sorry. It'd be awesome if this guy played like a Boundless Realms or something. Because we could copy it and then Boundless Realms out a bunch of mountains and blow him up with it. Like he deserves. Okay, Palantir's still my pal. Yeah, honestly, like I should be targeting the Meren player with the Valakut triggers, but I don't want to because I'm spiteful and I play the game how I want. If you don't like that, go ahead and comment about it, but I'm sorry, it's not going to change how I play. Narp, you forgive me? No, he holds grudges. Why? What are you gonna do? Her followed me to this game to blow up my stuff. We could copy this. Go get one of our like forest mountains and hit him for Valakut again. Look for a land. No, he a punk like you. I was tempted to copy it. Get a stomping grounds. And dome you for 3. But I didn't. Oh, he a punk like you. I am not a punk. You're a punk. Punk. Is this guy actually going to play Intet? Or is Intet just going to sit there and laugh at him some more? Ley line of anticipation. I don't love that. Not on the player that already countered me. I feel like he's going to ruin something of mine with it. Because he ruins things. He's a ruiner. Oh, it's fine. We'll let that, well, not that we can stop it from resolving, but I was going to say we can let that resolve. Sir Digby Chicken Caesar is now playing Dota 2. I see everybody's got their Christmas hats on their Steam accounts. I don't think I ever took my picture with my Christmas hat on my Steam account off, so I'm still very festive. That's what you gotta do with holiday festivity stuff. Just never take it down, always leave it up, and then you're always ready for when it rolls around again. Who cares if it's June and you have a Christmas hat on your stuff? It fits. Works. What are you gonna do, Fire Raven? I'm gonna be super upset if he wrecks my stuff, even though I've been wrecking his stuff all game. Wasn't I trying to kill your gremlins? We all needed that thing to die. But the gremlins. Also my animus awakening. I'm still upset. Darksteel Colossus. That's a nice balanced card. Actually, it's pretty balanced. It's 11 mana to play. And you can't cheat it from your graveyard into play, so I guess that's fair. But it's a hexproof trample, indestructible 11/11, which is a little scary. If you attack me, I will kill your son. You can dome him, though. I don't want him to kill my son. I'm talking about this son, not S-O-N. I don't have a son, S-O-N. I have a son, S-U-N. So, what is the deal here? No, I believe attack refers to creatures. Can you just pass the turn, Fire Raven? You can attack with your 1/4? I didn't think so. You can try and find out. Ooh! I want to pick a fight with him over that. I think like we can just kill him with Clan Defiance. And also hit this Meren player for a bunch and blow up 2 of his things. Then you would be breaking your deal. to blow up the creek with Liege. Because we can. Oh. Okay, let's try clan defiancing this guy and trying to copy it. See if holding priority works properly. It's control. I'm holding down control. I can tap all this. That's not what I wanted, all of it. All of these. Tap for red. That's a lot of mana. Target creature without flying. Target player. Is it not letting me do or more? I think I just have to choose one for now. Wait. Is there just more options and the menu's too short or what? Next name target creature without flying. That one. Choose target creature without flying. Choose target player. This one. There we go. I've been holding control this entire time. If this doesn't hold priority, I'm going to be seriously upset. Oh yeah, we're going to do this too. It's better. Yes! Priority has been held. Actually, do we want to strike an accord with this guy? And just hit Fire Raven? We weren't going to hit this Meren player with both anyway. I can change targets. Doing this right? This guy's just gonna get bird the hell out now. I think, if I did that right. Yeah, see ya. I didn't attack you. See? GG. Okay, well at least we got to do that. That made me happy. But I'm still mad we didn't get to Animus Awakening. If he does it and destroys his hand, God, he gets beyond. He just... You fucking liar! You lied! I didn't do anything. We had a deal. You didn't say anything about players remaining. That doesn't matter. We had a deal, and he violated it. Now he must die. Yes, I didn't care too much about sparing him because he doesn't have that much life. So we can slowly burn him out eventually. And we also just have a dude to attack with. We also just have a ton of mana. So even with that, Arcade's done. Oh, he's a Mazavith though. That's gross. Diluvian Primordial. Is he gonna Konami's reach me? Like, well, he's not gonna do anything to me, but yeah, he's gonna Konami's reach. Now what's he targeting in his own graveyard? 3 visits? Is he just gonna ramp here? This guy's a liar. He's scum. He's the worst. Now he must die. I really just want to draw like a Comet Storm or something. That'd be great. much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 13. Comet Storm wouldn't kill him, but it'd bring him damn close. I mean, short of us drawing one of our non-mountain lands, we're doing damage to him this turn, or next turn, probably. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I would love to draw Treacherous Terrain. That's not gonna help. That's like just about the only card that doesn't do anything. Frustrating. There's no point in attacking because it'll get me his 5th. Or just killed by Diluvian Primordial, that too. Playing a dangerous... Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I didn't count the 4 mana from Rosheen Meanderer into Comet Storming or anything. But it's basically like if we draw an X spell, he does. Won't let me for some old reason. It's because he's a filthy liar. Can't be buddies with a filthy liar. You, the worst person ever. Come on, just draw us another X spell so we can burn this guy out. He must die by my hand. And a burning hand at that. He has to. It's only right. It's only fair. Watch him like get all of our burn spells with his Intet triggers. And I'm just gonna cry. Just cry some more. A lot of tears shed this game. Lots of tears. Just an endless stream of tears flowing down my face. Oh great, another card that doesn't do much. Oh, we can get a mountain with it. Or a forest. We're getting a mountain. He's burning for his, I don't know, ignorance. Impertinence. That's the word. That's the one I want. Yes, I'm using his ability. Get me a mountain. And take 3 damage to your stupid face. Your stupid, dumb, evil face. I guess if he attacks with Intet and Diluvian Primordial next turn, we can at least like go wide and get in for a little bit of extra creature damage. He can go the distance. He can go for speed. I don't know, watch him just exile like something devastating from my deck. We've got a lot of stuff in our deck that would kill him. And a couple things that won't, but like Dual Caster Mage won't do anything right now. Fire Servant won't do anything right now. Okay, that's great. And he's gonna cipher it, so he just keeps getting Solemns. Yeah. It's fine. I feel like we're gonna lose this, and that makes me very sad. We're just gonna always yield to that, because that's just gonna keep happening. And by doing this, he gets to thin out his deck as well. Come on, Treacherous Terrain. We need to show him. Although I guess he probably has like a counterspell in hand. Well, he's only got 1 card. But well, our go wide strategy's pretty much been nixed by Stolen Identity now. Yeah, it exiles. Oh, it exiles his library face down. I thought it was mine. That's worse. Because now he can get, like, counter spells and stuff. Oh man, I can't believe we're gonna lose now. Such sadness. And he's just gonna Solemn Simulacrum forever. we're dead drawing. Oh, Cultivate was the thing he exiled. He's still only got one card in hand. He'll have two after the Cultivate, but one of them will be a land. I mean, like, I don't think we have time turn-wise to get there with Valakut damage. So, we're gonna attack here. I hope he trades the Solemn. If he trades both Solemns with Rosheen, I'll be sad. But actually, maybe we just attack with everything here. Yeah, let's just do that. I hope he trades one of the Solemns, because I want to draw a card. Yeah. And then he can just maze the Solemn. Such sadness. And now we're just letting him draw a card, essentially. I mean, the Orcish Lumberjack wasn't doing anything for us anyway, but... I'm just dead drawing. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Crying face. Maze of Ith triggers, get off the frickin'... There you go. Just gonna yield into the end turn, something I can do. I just need to draw a burn spell, and he loses, I think, unless he has a counter spell. She might. Yeah, so we take another 11. And if we had like one more life, we'd have another shot at this as well, but we don't. Okay, he's gonna use Intet's ability, so he's another spell. He's even more likely to have another counter spell. He's gonna Stolen Identity, Solemn again, I assume. Yeah. And just keep filtering out his deck. Come on, burn spell, burn spell, burn spell, burn spell. Top deck of the century is a Lightning Greaves, and we lose. I'll just cry, it's fine. I'll just cry. It's a bore, for like the 80 billionth time. Yes, I'll pay 4 for Mystic Remora, you jerk. Yes, I will pay 4. Suck it. Yep. GG. Dead draws. Oh, that makes me so sad. Well, whatever. We still completely own 2 other players. I guess this guy conceded, but... whatever. The deck did what it was supposed to do. Mostly. It just didn't win. It was also supposed to do that. Winning is the key part of what the decks do. They're supposed to do. Are you gonna just... I'll let you finish the game if you yield here, dude. Are you gonna? Okay. Well, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you stuck around, leave a like if you liked the video. I guess dislike it if you disliked it. Leave any comments about how you thought I played or anything you want to say in the comments. And please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos of this deck or more kind of unique decks in the future. Check out my channel if you want to see a bunch of the other decks I've done. I'll be posting the deck tech for this video before I think this video will be out, so you should be able to check that as well. And all my other deck techs and all my other gameplay videos as well. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.